Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. We're going to take a quick look at the on-duty menu, but the truth is we are going to go fight Evil Red Death with our Multiverse character. I'll explain in just a bit. So here we can see the on-duty menu. Basically they created a new interface for that. If somehow you don't like the new interface, which I'm sure you won't, you can go into custom play and you'll see basically what used to be the old on-duty menu. And they've reordered the tiers a bit, so it might get a bit confusing at first. When I get a chance, I'll probably make a video about that specifically. So basically in the on-duty menu, you have the latest episodes. So you could queue in for missions in the, let's say, Wonderverse episode. The weird thing, or the sad thing though, is that it's going to queue you into one of those missions at random. You cannot decide to say, okay, I want to go into the Temple Source Power or the Crypt of Penthesilea. It's going to be random, which not too crazy about that. Why would you do that? Especially, you'll see a bit more later why I say that. Here again, it's going to cure you into a random mission, so you have no control into which mission you can go into. Like, it's not like you can say, okay, just send me into the raids or just send me into the alerts. That would make some sort of sense. If you want to play the raids, you should be able to have the options to be able to do just that. Sadly, again, it will give you a mission at random within all the missions. And there is the omnibus. The omnibus basically will, there's the duos here, there's the alerts, and then there's the raids. Again, it will send you into one of those missions completely at random. You have no control whether you want to play raids or whether you want to play duo. From what I understand right now, we do have a small population on the test server. So right now, sadly, the consensus seems to be that whenever you try to use that system, automatically it sends you into a duo. It's sad, but that seems to be how it is. But even on the live server, with when there will be a lot of players, I don't see this working very well because again, you have no control. It can send you into a duo, into an alert, into an 8-player mission. And the worst part for me is the solos. Basically, you can cure for a random solo, and again, you cannot just decide, okay, cure me to Deep Desires or cure me to 8th Precinct. For the solo, it makes no sense because you're by yourself. There's no one else. So why not let you choose the solo you want to go into? And if you go to start cure, ready up, so here it will send us to Joker's Funhouse challenge. No thanks. So let's cancel the cure. So again, if we start cure, we're by ourselves. So it makes no sense to send us to a random mission. There's no reason for that at all. So for this part of the menu, this is pointless. So you might as well just instead go back, go to custom, and from here you can select any solo you want. And here we're going to select the middle part 1 Scarlet Speedster mission. Even way back when, it's always been a mission that's been where people have been struggling. People have been having a hard time playing this mission for whatever reasons. So we will play this mission with our Multiverse character. So less talking, let us go for that mission right now.
This weird weather has brought out the worst in Central City's criminals. Strangely, weather wizards nowhere in sight. They're robbing banks, stores, you name it. The police could use a hand. Even the city's speedsters can't be in 2 places at once.
So technically we are going to be stat clamped for this mission. Let's try and go see. So basically lowered our CR by 83 combat rating. So our combat rating for this mission is 256. Although here it seems to suggest that it gives us a power boost and a precision boost, it might be the numbers are funky, and it happens. And this is not an exact replay. And this is not an exact copy of my Multiverse character on the And this is not an exact copy of my Multiverse character on the live server. You can see here my augments. I did not upgrade the augments at all. But I do have some 200 rank artifact, but I already have those here I have some 200 rank artifact, but I already have some 200 ranked artifact with my Multiverse character. Here I'm using the Frozen Turret Tier 3, the Valentine's Day Heart Supply Drop, the Backup Uplink Device Gothic, and the PsyOps Jet Uplink Device. And the allies I have is Professor Zoom, Flashpoint Batman, and the Flash. Although for Flashpoint Batman I feel a bit silly using this one, because sadly we are... but I have to admit for Flashpoint Batman I feel a bit silly because our stats are clamped, so it doesn't really matter. But let's see if we can succeed playing this character. I already know I can. I did it a bit earlier. And I did it with a... oh yeah, I forgot to show my artifacts. Let me clear these guys. I'll show you my artifacts now. So obviously I'm using the Bottled City Soda. I'm using our friend Quizlet, our friend the Tetrahedron of Urgrund, and our friend the Grimoire Pharaoh. And in terms of stat points, I pretty much have the same thing as on the live server, 432, and that's pretty close to what I have on the live server, so not much difference here. I went with Focus Superpowered. I probably should have gone with nah, that should be fine. So I've put points into critical attack chances, critical attack damage, might and power, and whatever I had left is into precision. Probably should have put some in health, maybe next time. So let us continue our battle. So this is a mission where people have always been struggling, but I have to admit, I've always been able to do it, even from day one. Yeah, sometimes with certain powers or certain characters, the mission was a bit more challenging. But I never faced a point where I could not complete this mission. And I would say it's a bit easier here than I remember. And also the first time I played it a bit earlier today, I did not have my white mods, I had the wrong artifacts, and there was a whole bunch of issues. And still I was able to complete the mission easily enough. So I assume I'm going to be able to do it easily enough again. And the reason why I have to play it again is that when I tried to record my mission earlier today, I just didn't want to work. Sadly, sometimes that just happens. But it gave me the chance to tweak the character a little bit. Hopefully I won't look like a foolish fool and I won't get knocked out. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And also with my Multiverse character, normally I use a heat vision. But not today. And I still went with superpowered, even though sometimes I'll use my weapon when somehow my powers are on cooldown. But even with a might-based build, I still do some damage with my weapon.
Just picked up a surge of energy from the Flash Museum. They've got the actual cosmic treadmill locked away there. That's got to be tied to these Speed Force storms. Check it out.
Let's check it out. So let us fight the evil Mirror Master. Oh, there's a bit of lag. Oh well. And let us summon our friend Zoom. Or I should say Reverse Flash. They pretty much turned Reverse Flash and Zoom into two distinct characters as time went by. The little hearts. And there is a one healing barrel, so if I might be careful, I should be okay. So basically here you have to remain mobile. If you get stuck in one of the vortices, uh, you're going to be hurt quite a lot. Almost there. Stay on target.
The museum's got to have some answers. Watch your back in there.
We did not even use a healing barrel. I'm so sad now. I kind of like the new look though they gave to those barrels. Well, let's pick up the trinket and let's go into the museum. Oh, that was not intended. I swear. We swear. That was a long loading time. Here's a bit of lag. I'm not sure why it's lagging a bit already.
You found Flash, but something's not right.
Can't stop myself. Must obey.
In my world, I strapped the Flash to the hood of my Batmobile and drove into the Speed Force. Gaining his powers made me a better, deadlier Batman, but I still have his annoying voice stuck in my head. I'm going to enjoy watching another Flash score. Think you can keep up? Catch me if you can.
Got to save Flash. I think the cosmic treadmill's been opening those weird portals.
And there shouldn't be anything running in the background, so I'm not sure why I'm lagging all of a sudden. Could be the test server, could be something else. But if the game doesn't crash, we should be fine.
Batman combined with the Flash, but evil? It's like a nightmare. If that's a Batman, he won't be as experienced with Flash's rogues. Go to the exhibits. We can build a device to help you fight him.
So let's grab that old box here. Otherwise, a bit later we would have to come back. So this way, we're not gonna have to come back. And let's get into battle. Oh, there was a bit of delay here. As long as the game doesn't crash, we'll be fine. Holy lag. Oh, we got 50 allies favor. And let's hope we get a lot of those because holy crap, for Batman it's going to take us like 999,000 ally favor. So it's going to take us a lot of ally favor to be able to upgrade it. But if we do gain a lot of favor, then it should be an issue. Although we're going to need more than just a favor, we're going to need also the catalyst to be able to upgrade our characters. So let's click on the click key.
Looks like the mechanisms on that door have shorted out. If you can find something nearby that's connected to the system, fixing it should open the door.
So basically we just have to make sure that the green one is not next to the fire, and then afterwards it's just a process of elimination.
I've uploaded schematics. Pick one of the rogues' power types from exhibits to give you an edge.
I can't explain it. I like to grab the fire one. I guess it kind of works a bit with when I use heat vision, I suppose. Seeing how I don't use fire powers, the power interaction with heat vision is a bit wasted, I suppose. But with this fire ability, hopefully it works a bit with the power interaction. If not, it doesn't matter. Evil lag. And one of the times I played earlier today, I was using the Lazarus Pit. I wasn't using the Grimoire Verum. But the Lazarus Pit ended up being sadly not useful. So the Grimoire Verum should be at least a little bit more useful. Although when I tried to upgrade it, I got a bit of a bug, so I had to try to bypass that bug in order to be able to fix the Grimoire. Which is one of the reasons why I hate to play on test servers, not just DCUO, any test servers. I understand that that's the point of the test server, to experience the bugs so that they can be fixed on the live server, but I still don't like it very much. So we've reached the EEViLL Red Death. So let's summon our friends and let's get this party started. And let's summon our friend Reverse Flash. So you have to make sure not to be caught in one of those vortices. And I hate that we cannot target Red Death for a bit. Let's use a barrel because why not? So if you struggle with this mission a bit, just make sure to remain mobile and you should be okay. I wasted my supercharge. Now I'm very sad. Did you see that evil vortex? It spawned where I teleported. Oh, that was not good. Well, let's summon all the hearts. Oh, somehow. With the supply drops, you have to be careful not to stay in one spot too long. Otherwise, you'll get caught by one of those vortex.
Disappointing. Welcome to the beginning of the end. We are going to have so much fun. And by we, I mean all the Dark Knights who are coming to your world.
I don't know what that thing was, but we've got to stop it. I'll confer with the Justice League and get back to you. I'll be on this 24/7. No way I'll be able to sleep after seeing that Batman who laughs.
Oh, and we got a little metal reward box. So let's see what's in the box. Actually, I may have. I only have the one box. I'm so sad now. Oh, we got a source mark. So let's get out of here. Now let's go back to the House of Legends. So overall, it wasn't too difficult, but I was able to play this mission the very first time I played this mission when I was under geared. So, and I had even less skill point than I have now. So I was able to play it fine way back when. But I understand that a lot of people have been struggling with that mission for quite some time. So if people were struggling with that mission, sadly with the clamp, odds are they will still struggle. They will probably struggle even more because way back when they could at least be a bit overgeared, even though if they were caught by the vortex, they would still get hurt. But when they would get damaged from other sources, they would have a lot more defense and a lot more health to be able to survive those attacks. But sadly, with the clamp, the gear won't help them as much. Oh, let's use the mouse. So overall, not too sure about the quick play and the on duty menu. At the very least, what they should do is that they should at least split the missions by let's say solo, duo, alerts. Like they should make it so that you can quick play only for the solos. Then you should be able to quick play only for the duos, only for the alerts, only for the raids, and they should do that for all the episodes. Like basically, they should like probably put all the duos from episode 38, 39, and 40 together, all the solos, all the 4-player, all the 8-player. That would make a lot more sense than just queuing random for any mission in the DLC. And even worse with the Omnibus. With the Omnibus, they definitely should do that. So we should have the option to be able to queue for at least the duos, or to queue for the 4 players, or to queue for the 8 players. Queuing for everything just makes no sense. And for the solos, there's no reason to have that. There's no way anyone is going to queue for a random solo mission. Anyone in their right mind would go to custom and then would select the one solo that they really want to play. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who thought this was a good idea to put the solos in the quick play, and I don't know who thought that people would play a random solo for some reason. Sadly, that will not happen. What will most likely happen is that people will queue for the one solo that is quicker to complete, and they'll farm that one solo if they need source marks. The same for the duo, the same for the 4-player, the same for the 8-player. People will zero in on one mission that is a bit quicker than the rest to complete, and especially for 4-player and 8-player missions. There's 8-player missions where you have mechanics that most players just cannot get through. So I'm pretty sure that people will play just a couple of the 8-player missions, and they'll play those missions over and over in order to be able to get the marks they need. So I will probably play other random missions in order to be able to test out the system a little bit. And maybe after trying a few other missions, I'll discover something I hadn't thought of before. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that.